right, you're looking at the beginning of a new Warner Brothers Looney Tunes cartoon starring Daffy Duck. It's the first new cartoon from the studio in 18 years, and so we're starting our show this week, just like the movies of old, with a cartoon. I'm Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune.
And I'm Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times. There once was a time when you went to the movies and there was always a color cartoon before the main feature, not to mention newsreels, coming attractions, Batman cereal. Well, the cartoon is the way it's going to be on today's show. The occasion for this cartoon is the 50th birthday of the Daffy Duck character, and his comeback is in a cartoon satire named the Duxorcist. When Daffy gets a call from a lady duck with a sexy voice, he races to the rescue.
A damsel in distress and in a swanky part of town.
She claims her kitchen is possessed by demons, and he doesn't have any trouble believing her.
It's in the oven, I presume. Whoops. My mistake. Nothing a little oozy off couldn't fix. Must be the frost-free kind.
Daffy reads a book that suggests he tell jokes to drive the ghost out of the victim's body. If the voice sounds familiar, that's because it belongs to Mel Blanc, who's done the voices for 849 Warner Brothers cartoons.
Guy came up to me on the street, said he hadn't had a bite in weeks. So, I bit him.
I laughed more at this Daffy Duck cartoon than I did during several recent full-length movie comedies, and that's for sure. Cartoons kind of take you back to a simpler, more innocent time, and I know it's dumb when I'm laughing at it. I know that I'm dumb because I'm laughing, and I'm laughing anyway because it's so dumb. But at the end of that cartoon, we get, of course, the famous Warner Brothers Looney Tunes logo. That's all, folks. And that's all, folks, has been the fate of the cartoon short subject for years, for the last 18 years. Cartoons have disappeared for some very cynical reasons, all of them having to do with money. The bottom line is it costs money to make and show a cartoon, and yet the cartoons don't sell a single additional ticket at the box office. And what's worse, according to the theater owners, they play in between the main feature attractions when people could, instead of watching the cartoon, they could be out in the lobby buying candy and popcorn. And so as a result, many theater owners don't like cartoons, and they don't want them. And Daffy Duck's comeback is an experiment by Warner Brothers, which is currently playing in only 5 theaters in New York and 1 in Los Angeles. I hope it shows the exhibitors how much people do love cartoons. I'd like to see him come back.
Well, I'd like to see him come back, and I think the only way it's going to happen is if this experiment works, and then if Warner Brothers decides to make a whole bunch of 7.5-minute Daffy Duck cartoons and put them together, maybe 10 of them, and make it a cartoon feature of short subjects. That, I think, would work. People would go to see it. I'd pay to see it.
Yeah, but that's been done over and over again. The Bugs Bunny movie, there have been 3 of those. Well, I mean, the feature-length compilation of cartoons is an old idea. The idea here is a short subject cartoon before the feature.
I understand.
And that's what's obsolete, and that's what's not coming back.
And it isn't going to come back, but it is very funny. If you can get to one of those theaters, I'd recommend seeing it. You know, one of the things I liked about it, just the simple little shot, opening shot of a very bright red car on a city street. It was so beautifully drawn and colored and brightly colored. It took me back 30 years to the times when I saw these films as a kid, and it was great.